Hello everyone, welcome back to the crossword. Today is Saturday, February 24th. Let's get started here. Blank Jean Covey? To all the boys I've loved before. I don't know anything about that property. I've heard of it. Mary Jean is a plausible name? I don't know. Has a great voice? Ha ha ha, rasps. I don't know exactly why, because I guess great and rasp are synonyms. They're both verbs that mean roughly the same thing, is why this pun works. To grate something, you use a rasp on it, or you rasp it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not talking about voice, but about like scraping, right? They both mean to scrape. Perfume named after a pop star. I don't know. There's got to be 1,000 of them. In time, this could be talking about like in tempo, in like music, or it could mean sufficiently early. I don't know. I'm right here, you know. Ahem. Let's look at some down. So I should spend more time, especially on the harder puzzles, looking at things I have crosses for, because it's not so often I can just get an answer from nothing. So, period before sunset. Oh, well, actually, this one I can't get. Period before sunset with ideal lighting for photography is known as the golden hour. Not the Holden hour. That's Holden Caulfield, just named an hour after himself. So exciting? Or possibly I'm not sure. It could be either. Takes the lead in a team project. Runs something? Runs point. Sure. Opening. Something that is opening, like a play, an opening in something. You're opening gambit in like a conversation, maybe. I don't know. Hybrid fruit akin to an aprium. Oh, a pluot, a plum apricot, I think. Certainly a pluot exists, and I think that is what it is. Dark grape variety. I don't know. Marathon markers of sorts. No idea. Disclaimer before an uncomfortable question. This is... I wanted to say this is weird, but... I'm not sure. I mean, I'll start with this is. Put it in for now. Landlord's concern. And then there's also this one, which apparently is a participant in whatever a landlord's concern is. Rent something, and then a tenant participates in rent somethings, maybe? Okay, what pop star would this be named after, do you think? I don't know. Couldn't eat another bite. I'm full. I'm stuffed. I'm fed. I'm set. Let's go of. You bin something if you... Not really. If a company lets go of a person, they fire them, but... Alright, faint reactions. Are we looking for swoons? Is that... mean like swoon and faint are synonyms-ish? I don't know how a reaction... Like, I guess, I don't know. A reaction that is fainting is swooning? Maybe? Staying power. Something has legs if it has staying power. To state something is to avow it. Oh, this looks like eventual? Eventually? Syrup is not a grape. Is there a Syria grape? Opening. A slot? Sure, I guess an opening in your calendar is a slot in your calendar. Not 100% on that, but I think it's plausible. Big move for short, a relocation. Basketball players cry while being fouled on the shot. I don't quite know. Lara? Maybe? Lars? Undone. Huh. The cab's here. The cab... As in... Cabernet? Are they talking about Napa? Napa Valley, where wine comes from? Undone. This doesn't make any sense. Cry while being fouled. Huh. Pink-headed mushroom in Mario games. Well, that's Toad... something, right? Toadette? I mean, I haven't really played any games since Toadette became a character, but sure. Yeah, I guess in Mario Maker 2, Toad is the blue-headed one, and Toadette is pink. I think that's true. Person who's left for short. Your ex is left. You've left them. Who's left? A Democrat. That's so kind. I don't know. Be reasonable. Something now? Maybe. Fly catcher. A mitt catches flies in a baseball game. Rent. Still don't know. Org that regulates fertilizers? I mean, the FDA might do that. The EPA might do that. I don't really know. I mean, they could even be talking about sperm banks for all I know. Feline hybrids. Tygon, right? We have ligers and Tygons, are the crossbreeds of tiger and lion. Gee, let's say that. Love scene? I'm not sure. Still learning, maybe. You're new to something if you're still learning it, or you're new at it, maybe. You cop to something if you own it. Would this be tender? Why would that... Love and tender are related, but why a scene? Blank Lieberman, former WNBA player and coach known as Lady Magic. No idea. Fashion items that may be a bit steep. Don't know. Winner of Wimbledon 5 consecutive times. I was going to say Ash, but nope, it's in between Ash and McEnroe. Like, the one tennis player I know is not the answer. Historic husband of Claudia Octavia. Well, that sounds like, you know, a Roman, right? Like, maybe? Octavia? Like, Octavius was a Roman emperor after Caesar. Or after Julius Caesar, rather. But I don't know, like, how Claudia was related there. Or maybe she wasn't. Maybe it's a totally different person. Coast. To coast is to sail, perhaps? Oops. Adjective that, when its lone vowel is doubled, becomes an advocacy organization. What is an advocacy organization? I mean, the vowels you can double are E and O. You can't really double any of the others. So this must be a thing with only one vowel here that's either E or O. But I don't know what it is. Its influences include the Cuban mambo and Jamaican mento. That sounds like a dance? But I don't know it. Symbol of life? It could be Ankh. I'm not really sure about that. Fast X actor John Cena. Is he in the Fast and Furious franchises? Maybe. John Hamm? Also possible, but I don't think so. EPA. Okay. Time of year for hunting. Something season? We'll pencil that in. Cousin of a Mariposa lily. Some kind of flower. I don't know. Nero? Sure, that's a plausible husband for a high-up Roman. Emphatic assent? Oh God, yes? Maybe? And then we get Ankh. Open season is the time of year to hunt, sure. Come now, be reasonable, sure. Ah! Do they shout and one? Like, because the penalty for being fouled when making a successful shot, I believe, is a free throw. Being fouled while making an unsuccessful shot, actually, you get more points for. Well, you get a bigger penalty for because, hey, the shot might have gone in. But if the shot actually did go in, the only damages are punitive damage. You don't need any compensatory damages. And so it makes sense that they might shout, and one, like, hey, ref, give me that extra point. So, it seems plausible. Marathon markers of sorts. Well, I got a lot of vowels. I hate to ask. There we go. Unbeatable. The best. Syrah? I've heard of Syrah, actually. Is it a grape? I don't know. I didn't know it was spelled like that either. Marathon markers of sorts. Something bibs? Race bibs. Marathon runners wear race bibs. Let's go of someone. If he cans them. Okay, so it was about it being fired. I'm set, apparently. Who, Riri? Oh, Rihanna? Sure, okay. Rent strike. There we go. I was. There's like a word for like not paying rent, but I couldn't think of it. As a protest, yes. Bora, Boro, Bori, Borg. Its influences include ska. That's a kind of music. Adjective that when doubled. Uh-oh. So AA actually is a thing, huh? Huh. Okay. It's lone vowel. Interesting. Sage, that's a plant. Made a sound with a flute. Something blank LAAD would be an advocacy organization, huh? Glad? I'm not aware of the GLAAD. But I don't think there's any other letter that makes a word. I mean, clad, I guess, is technically an adjective. Made a sound with the flute. I can't think of a word for that at the moment. Oh, you know what? Nadia is a plausible name here. Love scene. Still could be tender, but I don't know why it would be. Riposts. That's like counterattack to... to deflect, to parry. Don't know. Big brand of coolers. Yeti is the only cooler brand I know about. Cook for Easter. Maybe. Hard boil. You hard boil eggs so that you can paint them and hide them. Marble, e.g. What the heck is this? A marble is an orb. I don't know what this plant is now. Price to pay would be a market rate. So apparently it's a sego, whatever that is. Cactus or something? Riposts are retorts. Yanks? They could be talking about Yankees or to grab something fiercely. I don't know. Goodness, I say. Lions of Pride as, I guess, a rhino? You have a crash of rhinos? Sure. Huh. There's a well-known magic card from long before my time called Crashing Footfalls. Which is, like... Right? That's what it's called? That's a... Yeah, Crashing Footfalls is a... You know... It's a card that makes rhinoceros creatures. I didn't know that, like, a crash of rhinos is, like, a crash is the collective noun for rhinos. That's kind of cool. Or a group of rhinos. I imagine somebody did that on purpose. What requires a charge to use in two senses? Phone? Cell phone? Right? Maybe? It needs battery and also they charge you for a phone plan? Something like that, I think, is going to be the answer, but I don't see the details yet. Opera about an opera singer. Don't know. Who says? Simon, of course. Asian honorific. I don't know. Noodle sometimes eaten with mentsuyu sauce. Udon is a classic crossword noodle. I don't know if you eat it with whatever that sauce is, so this could be wrong. 2 steps ahead of you. On it. Site on a Hawaiian lava flow. Lava. I don't know. What else would be on a lava flow? University overlooking the Hudson River. That's in New York? Could it be NYU? Maybe. Maybe. Yanks. Uos is not looking very good. Either of those words could be wrong. Requires a charge to use. Doesn't seem to be phone. I don't know. What may go to waste? No, what waste may go to? What the hell is this all about? I don't know. Tony and Grammy winner Mitchell. Joni? Joni Mitchell is a person. Doesn't fit, though. Oversupply, well, alright. Let's say that that is a glut, and both of these answers were wrong. Nasty Lieberman, an unlikely name. Fashion items, maybe a bit steep. What would steep mean? Like something, a fashionable thing you wear with a slope of some kind? Steep could mean expensive, but not quite in this context, I don't think. Things that might hurt you to the core. Like sit-ups, I guess, would hurt your core. You'd have your stomach muscles, your abs would ache. Do we say that you twinked the flute? I don't think so. Tough work schedule. Something gig? Tiring? No. Noodle. Yeah, I have no idea. 2 steps ahead of you, ending with you. Seems tough. Love scene. Okay, now we know this ends with an S. That's new. I don't see why it would be tenets. Love scene? Is there a person named Love who would be associated with some scene? Tennis. Tennis is a scene where the score can be love. This looks like Nancy now. It's not clicked, right? What else do you do with a flute? STI. Chirped? No. The K is right. Huh. Yanks. A bit steep. Stimel. I'm a little annoyed I'm not getting this either. Like an honorific. A charge. Who says? Like, it has to be Simon, right? Can't be anyone else. What may go to waste? What waste may go to? I mean, like a landfill is what waste may go to. What may go to waste? I don't know. Stilettos. Are those steep? I guess so, yeah. That makes sense. You have to incline your foot at a steep angle to wear stilettos. Clinked? Clicked? I mean, I don't think of flutes as making either of those kinds of sounds. Yanks. Yanks. I don't know. Tough work schedule. Big gig. Tiring. Maybe phone? Something phone? The old Emant phone? Emont phone? What may go to waste? Waste may go to. I mean, NYU could be wrong. No problem there. And then this could be phone. I mean, it always could have been, I guess. Something hig, hag, hug. Tough work schedule, big hug. Let's take glut back away. Two steps ahead of you. Now I can leave on it, and it fits with phone. Sight on a Hawaiian lava flow. I don't get this. Let's imagine it ends with S because this looks plural-ish. Or present tense, either way, and it ends with an S. S-E. Oversupply. You sate someone's a demand if you oversupply it? Doesn't seem very good. Yanks, turbos, tuggos. I guess you could say a tough work schedule, not as in like requiring a large amount of work, but just like it's tough to do. Is if you work nights, most of the world is not really adapted to that. Sure, that would be tough. Tuggos? That doesn't seem right. Yanks, like you tug on something if you yank it. Soba is a kind of noodle, isn't it? So maybe tugs at? If you yanks something, you tugs at it? Something bin? A compost bin? What may go to waste? No. What waste may go to? A compost bin. Is it going to go to waste? No. Because it's composting. It's doing something useful. Sure. Okay. Tochi? Tonsi? I don't know this. I mean, I don't recognize it. I can't think of it now anyway. Oh, llama? Like, sure, as in the Dalai Lama. At it isn't quite 2 steps ahead of you? I don't think. Sight on a Hawaiian lava flow. Tane, ten, tine, tone, tune. What? Tugs on? A nene? Like that's kind of Hawaiian animal, right? And then we get... Oh, smartphone requires a charge. Okay. Tosca! Yes, that's correct. I still don't know this person. Or this university. Or is it Toski? It's Tosca, right? I think so. RP. What on earth could that stand for? No idea. We'll put a G in here, I guess. I don't think there's really someone named Borg, but maybe that was before Star Trek made it an impossible name. There's so few words that could go there. I don't know. I mean, I could try just putting all the letters in here and in case this is right, but I'm just gonna like tell me what I don't care about my streak. Tell me what letter this is. That was the only one wrong, so I could have gotten there. RPI? Something Institute? Mr. or Mrs. Borg? Mr. probably. As these two are male tennis players. Okay. Clinked is made... Oh! I finally get it now. They're not talking about the musical instrument. They're talking about it like a champagne glass. You can clink on a, to give an announcement at like a wedding, for example. What is RPI University? Let me look that up. What does that stand for? Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute? How am I supposed to know that shit, man? I don't live in New York. On to the mini. Well, that's right. It's the big mini for Saturday. No. It doesn't look big. It looks small. Oh, it's wide. Okay. Country with most FIFA World Cup titles? Brazil? Why did it say 5? Oh, that's how many they've gotten. One of 2 U.S. states that doesn't observe daylight savings. It doesn't deserve it. Arizona's the main one. I think Hawaii as well, right? Mindless. I don't know. Alpinist Davo Carniar once skied 12,000 feet down. I don't know. Everest is a well-known mountain. Overnight flight. Red eye. Courageous if you're brave. Chopped small pieces. It's not diced. Azure is sky blue. Zoe Deschanel. Sign on an occupied lavatory in use. Something lasts. Confidently assert a ver. Vacuous? Riced? You chop cauliflower into small pieces and you've riced it? I didn't know that. Okay, I believe I did not get yesterday's spelling bee. Workload. Okay. Uncoving. Incoguvic. Union? Conniving. That's such a fun word. I'm going to type it in. Even though it doesn't use the U. Unconvincing. I was just about to give up. Let's try smirk. Go. Grimy. Nope, that would use an N. What? The I's in the wrong place anyway. Ring. The I's still in the wrong place, you idiot. Okay. Also, I didn't try any new vowels. That was a terrible word. Barrack? Okay. Related. Barrack should be like related to pressure, right? Anyway, it's not it. Ripen, riped, riled. You're riled up. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Blank I, blank ER. Tiger, timer. Fixer. A fiver. Liver. Is either one of those going to get me into a dead end where there's multiple possible answers? It's hard to avoid, if so, I guess. Tighter. Typer. Let's try fiver. I don't really think this can be the answer, but okay. Could have been a river. No, the R would be in the wrong place. We know this is the only R. Euler? Oiper. Oiter. What the heck is this? Piter. Tighter. Like, what is that middle? Oh, piper? Is that a thing? Yeah, a piper is a person who plays pipes. Okay, got there. Don't tell me how bad that third guess was, please, Wordlebot, or second, or whatever it was. The second I hated the most, yes. What do we have in the connections today? A factory and a plant are places where stuff is made. A mill, maybe a shop. Yeah, those all seem fine. I noticed wine, wing, wind, and wink. But that's not really much of a connection. Words that start with win, I don't like that very much. Stem cell? Not really anything. A rind and a core are leftover pieces of fruit. Like, so is a stem and a seed. I like that. Maybe it actually is these, because the rest of this are like, these are weight classes in boxing, right? Yeah. And this really is just they start with win? That's gross. I don't like that connection very much. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.